Welcome to Nginx Advanced, the second course in the Mastery curriculum and the one where we stop celebrating that it works and start proving that it scales. You've already got the fundamentals: VOSTs, locations, proxy pass, certbot. Now we go deep across 6 ordered phases: tuning, protocol, extend, security, observe, and benchmark. Each one unlocking the next, building toward real production mastery. Quick gut check before we go further. You should be writing a TLS server block from memory, knowing the 5 location precedence rules, wiring proxy pass with the right trailing slash and the 4 X-forwarded headers, and reaching for Nginx T before every reload. If any of that feels shaky, do the beginner course first. It's free on Dargslan.com, and this material will land much harder once you come back. Assuming you're solid on the fundamentals, here's the road ahead. 13 lessons, 6 phases, in this exact order. Tuning buys you headroom. Protocol unlocks HTTP 2, HTTP 3, and Stream. Extend hands you NJs and Lua. Security takes you through MTLS and mod security. Observe wires up your eyes, and benchmark is where you prove the work. Each phase compounds on the last. Skip ahead, and the later lessons won't land. Trust the sequence. Before we dive in, understand the lens shift. Beginner asked how to do X. Advanced asks why X is slow, how much faster it could be, and how to prove it. 3 concrete shifts, from works to measured, WRK and Vegeta on every change, P99 and cache hit ratios on the table. From static config to programmable, with Lua and NJS running logic inside the request path, and from one server to a fleet where ingress controllers, Prometheus, and OpenTelemetry replace editing a file by hand. That measurement-first mindset needs tooling, so set it up once. Benchmarking gets BIARC and Vegeta. WIRK for raw throughput, Vegeta for constant rate load that exposes saturation. Observability brings Prometheus, the Nginx exporter, and Grafana. Extension means Nginx extras, or OpenResty for Lua and NJS, and for the Kubernetes lesson, Docker plus kind. Don't install it all tonight. Each phase pulls in what it needs, and the lessons will remind you. The shape of each lesson stays exactly what you remember from the beginner course, the same 12-slide arc. Slides 1 and 2 open with intro and learning goals. 3 is the signature diagram. 4 through 7 are the deep dives with terminals. 8 is the deeper why. 9 your cheat sheet. 10 hands-on practice. 11 the common traps. 12 the recap. Familiar rhythm. The content underneath is significantly harder. And harder content means watching alone won't cut it. Lua, MTLS, Kubernetes ingress. None of that lands from passive viewing, so the workflow is fixed. Watch the lesson, do exercise 1 on your VM, then deliberately break something and read the error log. That breakage step is where understanding actually forms. Then close the slides and rebuild the config from memory. That's the line between having watched a video and knowing Nginx. 1 lesson a day, 4 days a week, 3 weeks total. So what does that discipline actually buy you? 6 concrete outcomes, 10 times the throughput on the same hardware, proven with URK, not guessed at. Database load cut by 95% through proxy, cache, and micro-caching. HTTP 3, in production with quick and proper fallback. Custom auth at the edge with Lua or NJS. Verifying JWTs without touching the app. MTLS plus a tuned WAF for B2B. And a full observability stack that lets you trace a 500 millisecond spike to root cause in 5 minutes. If any of those sound out of reach right now, that's the point. Here's the whole map on one page. Print it, pin it, whatever works. 12 lessons, 6 phases, roughly 15 hours total if you pace 1 a day across 3 weeks. Notice the ordering. Tuning first, because raw throughput is the foundation. Then protocol, extend, security, observe, and finally benchmark to prove every claim with numbers. Each phase unlocks the next. Skip ahead, and you'll be debugging blind. 3 snippets to set expectations. On the left, tuning directives, workers, file descriptors, epoll. That's lesson 1, and you probably half recognize it already. The middle is proxy cache with stale while error semantics, lesson 2. The right one, access by Lua block, verifying a JWT before proxy pass. That probably looks foreign right now. By lesson 6, you'll write it from memory. The progression is deliberate and it's predictable. Before we start lesson 1, 5 commitments. Get a real VM, a $5 VPS or a Pi, something permanent. Buy a cheap domain. HTTP3 and MTLS need real DNS, not localhost. Benchmark before and after every tuning change. If you can't prove the improvement with work, you pasted config, you didn't learn. Break things on purpose, read the error log, fix them. And don't binge, 1 or 2 lessons a day max, pick at least 3. The ones who pick all 5 finish different engineers than they started. So that's the map. 6 phases, ordered, each unlocking the next. You know the prerequisites, the tools are queued up, the study rhythm is set. Lesson 1 is performance tuning fundamentals. Worker processes, worker connections, epoll, file descriptors, SOMAXCon. We benchmark before, we benchmark after, and we prove the gain. See you in lesson 1.